guys, I'm Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So this is the second apartment build this week. I was actually going to build a tiny house because I'm currently in Paris. So this is pre-recorded by the way. This is recorded Monday. Anyways, I was planning on building a tiny house that was going to go up sometime while I was away, but I just didn't have the time for it. I am a little bit sick and I've also been busy kind of trying to prepare because I'm going away. So I just did not have time. I'll do my best to build something for you guys, like something with an exterior once I am home from Paris. So that'll be tomorrow. And it should hopefully go up on Saturday. But if not, then Sunday. And then next week, we're gonna go crazy with builds again. Don't worry. I know it's been a little bit quiet both this week and also last week, but I've just been sick and also not been home, so it's been a little bit difficult to record. That is just life sometimes. But anyways, today we are decorating this apartment. And I know since it's been a month, I think it's been a month since the last single mom house that I did. It was a micro home. It was right after Tiny Living came out actually. So, and a lot of you guys seem to like these builds, and I don't know if it's because a lot of you play with single mom households. I mean, I don't judge. I actually used to do the same. I think I also have a single mom Faye household, if I'm not mistaken. So I know that these builds usually are very popular among you guys, so I wanted to do another one since it's been a month. And that is what we're doing today. We're building this or decorating this apartment. So it's for a single mom and she has 4 kids, or she has 1 kid, 1 teen, 1 toddler, and also a baby. So, or you could possibly just have the toddler bed ready for the baby once it turns into a toddler. So she could possibly have 3 children instead. And yeah, I just wanted to decorate something like that because I thought it would be fun. So that is what we're doing today. This is a lot more colorful compared to a lot of my previous builds, but I feel like colors also just fit into a home with a lot of children. I know I just did a 100 baby house that was completely monochrome, but that was a lot of fun to do, to be honest. But for this house, for this apartment, I wanted to just go a little bit crazy with the colors. So there's a lot of color in there. We are going for, I think, mainly blue, turquoise, and yellow, if I'm not mistaken. Even for the mom's bedroom, actually. Even though the mom's bedroom is a little bit more muted in the colors, it's still kind of colorful. But that is basically the overall color scheme that we're going for, which is one of my favorites, by the way. And I mention it quite a lot, so I'm gonna stop myself now. But I love this color scheme. Anyways. So for the living room area, I decided to add a lot of toys because I feel like I've said this in another video, but I visited my big sister at some point not too long ago, after I moved home to Denmark, I think, and she has 2 children, so she has 2 sons, and their living room is completely filled up with toys. So in my head, because I don't remember what our house looked like when I was a kid, I don't remember how many toys we had lying around. I know that me and my brother used to share a bedroom and we had a lot of toys in that bedroom, but I don't remember with the rest of the house. So, but I remember my sister's house was just filled up with toys. So in my head, I'm like, living room areas with children, a lot of toys, just add all the toys. So that's what I did. I kind of considered also adding toys for a pet in this house or this apartment. Why do I keep calling it a house? Stop doing that. Anyways, I considered also adding like pet bowls and toys for either a cat or a dog in this house, but actually decided against it in the end. However, it should be possible. Like there's plenty of space to add these things if you do want to play in this house and you want them to have a pet of some sort. It should be possible easily. You could take some stuff out in the bathroom as well and add a pet tray. That's not what it's called. A litter tray, a litter box. That's what it's called. English is going well. It's past 1:30 a.m. right now. Okay, my brain is kind of half shut off. It's fine. But you could easily fit in a litter box in the bathroom or possibly the hallway if you want to. That should be completely fine as well. So you could have a pet living in this apartment too. I think that would be nice for the kids too, actually. So I would probably recommend it if you want to. I would Right, that doesn't make any sense. I would recommend it. There you go. This is actually making me look like an idiot because if I recommend you adding pet stuff to this apartment, why didn't I do it myself when I was decorating it? I don't really know. But anyways, so there's a lot of toys in the, not the kids' room. Well, there is as well, but in the living room. And I actually imagined the single mom in this apartment to work from home. So she is technically a stay-at-home mom, but she's also a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom. Does that make sense? So she has her own office, and I was kind of imagining her to be a journalist of some sort. I don't know if journalists are allowed to work from home. I only know that Carrie Bradshaw did that, but she's also a columnist. Is that the word? I don't really know. I should not use words that I don't actually know in my voiceovers, but she writes a column, so I think she's still considered a journalist, like that would still be considered a journalist, right? But I don't really know if the mom here does the same kind of stuff, like if she writes a column too, so that's why she could... I don't know how it works, but I kind of imagined her to be a journalist of some sort. She could also be a critic, actually, because I do believe that they work from home, or they can work from home in The Sims, and in my head, critics also have to write articles about the stuff they're critiquing, right? So she could also work something like that, but I have a feeling that she is a journalist. That's just kind of how I see her. But I'm gonna let you guys decide on that if you decide to also play in this apartment. So I don't remember the address, but it's up in the upper left corner. I think it's 2B Jasmine Suites. It's in the Spice District, and it's in one of those super annoying apartments with the tallest wall height, which means that if you're building, or if you made a floor plan in this apartment with very small rooms, I always decorate with the walls up because that means I can actually place stuff on them, like shelves and stuff, and pictures and so on and so on. I can see exactly where the walls are, which is very handy when you're decorating. However, if you're decorating in this apartment or in a room or in a house, whatever, that has the tallest wall heights and the rooms are very small, it's incredibly difficult to control the camera so you're not constantly like landing on the other side, like the camera doesn't land in another or end up in another room. Does that make any sense? So you constantly have like a wall in front of the camera. That happened so often in this apartment, and I'm really sorry about that. I was trying desperately to not do that, but it's just really difficult with small rooms. So the teens room is a 3x3. I was having some issues in there, and also in the office, which is a 2x4 room. So you'll see that in a little bit, I think. And I don't know. I was trying my best, but I apologize for the sucky camera job that I did. I'll do better the next time. Or maybe I should just stay away from this stupid apartment with the tall walls. Who does actually, I take that back. A lot of people build with tall walls and it looks good, just not me, because I don't like all the empty space on them. It kind of frustrates me a little bit. But yeah, I was struggling with that, so enough talk about that. This is the mom's bedroom, and as you can see, the color scheme is the same as in the living room, because I do want it to keep it cohesive, but the bed especially is a little bit more toned down in its blue. And I like that. I think it suits her because she is the adult in the house. She is the mom. Also, the rug as well is also a little bit more of a toned down kind of yellow. English is going great today. I'm going to blame it on it almost being 2 a.m. But just ignore the mistakes. It's fine. I can speak English normally. Kind of. Almost. It's okay. I also thought it would be super cute to hang a lot of these empty frames that came with Myshuno stuff pack around the apartment. So I kind of figured, okay, there's not like a lot, but it's more than I usually put in my builds. So I feel like it's a lot. But I kind of figured that she would be taking a lot of pictures of her kids and hanging them or putting them in the frames, because I think that's both very realistic and also very cute. So that's what they're there for. Obviously, I don't have a household that's fitting for this apartment, so they're just empty right now. Plus, I think if you also fill out the frames with photos, for some reason it counts as CC if you upload it to the gallery. I don't really know how that works, but the last time I did that, it counted as CC, so that sucked, and I haven't done it since. It does look prettier in screenshots though, but it just adds a little bit more life or like realism to the apartment. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna start tagging my builds as including CC when they're not. But that is the thing. That's why the frames are there. They're empty as usual. But that's kind of how I imagined her to use the frames, obviously, since, you know, she's here with her all her children. She's a single mom. She loves her children. So anyways, this is the teens' bedroom. I did give them their own study area, so they have a desk in here and also a computer. The mom is definitely well off, I want to say, considering she can afford this entire apartment herself. I do realize that the children's rooms are pretty small, but they do have nice looking items and also like 2 laptops total. I think she has one of her own and the teen also has one. So I don't think she's like, I think she's well off. She's got a nice pay from her job. So for a change, I actually decided to put the toddler, the tiny human, and the kid in the same bedroom. Usually I'd put the tiny human in a bedroom by itself and then the teen and the kid would share a bedroom, but I actually like it better this way around. I feel like it's more realistic because teens tend to need privacy, whereas toddlers don't really mind sharing a bedroom. So for this one, I decided to kind of swap it around so the teen has their own bedroom and then the tiny human and the kid share a bedroom. So that is their bedroom. In here, we are not going for yellow because I was super frustrated with the toddler bed swatches, and we need more toddler beds. We do. We need some that are a little bit more toned down with the colors, but not cause the one bed they're all base scheme. It's whatever. But there is one bed that's kind of got like a wooden frame. That one does have a lot of swatches, but it just doesn't fit into this kind of interior. It looks too traditional, I want to say, or like a cottage bed or something. So the other ones that we have are way too colorful, and the color combinations on them are not that great. So I was really frustrated about that. And yeah, basically I came to the conclusion that we need more taller beds. That's the point of this whole rant. So for this room, I decided to go for, because I chose the turquoise bed, I decided to go for green and turquoise and a little bit of blue in there as well. But the room is already over. It kind of, like, the rug ties it all together. And yeah, I like how the room turned out. I think they have a little bit of everything in there and some toys and so on and so on. So this is, I believe, the second last room that we're decorating. We haven't decorated the bathroom yet, I don't think. And it is basically, if we go back to the room, there we go. It's the mom's office. So I basically just managed to put in a bookcase in here. I was trying to choose the best bookcase for her, and I decided to go for this one that is from Myshuno Stuff Pack. And yeah, she just has a closed off room in here where she can sit and work in peace once the kids, plural, have gone to bed or have gone to school. She can just sit in here and do her job. So it's a very small space, but it's all I could give her, basically. It's actually pretty difficult to make floor plans in this apartment. I didn't really realize, but there's just something. The one that I came up with here feels like the natural one to go with. I think it's because of the shape of the whole facade, where they kind of have this, like, it's not I don't know how to explain it. It's in the living room, and it just makes it a little bit difficult because the shape of the apartment in the living room, it just makes it difficult to make rooms because of that, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's difficult anyways. So yeah, she does have a very small office because of that, but like I said, it's all I could give her, and I think it's okay. So she has her cozy time in there anyways, working on her stuff on her laptop. So this is the last room that we're gonna do. It is the bathroom, and it does have everything that they should need. So a bathtub shower combo, because the toddler does need a bathtub to be bathed in, and there's also a potty in here and laundry machines and also a hamper. So yeah, basically everything they should need, and also some decor and stuff, because of course I had to add some decor. and some clutter and, you know, all that good stuff. So anyways, that is about it for today. So if you guys like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.